Oh mate, I'm so sick this week with the cold. I rarely ever get sick, but this week it's just been rough. I've been feeling a bit dizzy, a bit fatigued as well, so there's quite a few things in there. But that's all good, we can still get stuff done. So welcome to yet another week. And this is the reality of traveling around Australia. Sometimes you're not feeling 100%, but that's obviously with everyday life too. A few of my mates have actually invited me off to go hiking. So I'll be hiking up a little mountain called Quamby Bluff. Now I'm not sure how much content I will be videoing of this one, because a couple of my friends may not want to be videoed. However, I'll still use a drone and I'll still get a little bit of content done. My mates will actually be picking me up, so I won't be driving for once. And that would be my first time in a very long time not driving myself everywhere around. And he's also got a Hilux too. It's just not as rigged up as mine is. But either way, I'll hit the road and we'll get started on the hike. Well, that's the bluff up there. How long do you reckon the walk's going to be, Zach?
For us, we'd get there in 2 hours, I reckon.
It's all about the angles.
Yep.
Well, we've made it like almost to the top. We do have a little more rock climbing to do there, as you can see, which will be pretty fun. But here's the view so far, and it's definitely going pretty well. But everyone's quite tired. Taking a video of me.
Yep.
Yeah. How are you feeling about it? Is that your answer? Yeah. How about you, Sarah?
I'm exhausted.
You can tell that a hike is hard when I'm tired as well. It's a good view though, and I managed to get a few drone shots as well. Almost made it. It's nice and muddy over here, which means that there used to be snow. Have a look at the view, ladies and gents. It's absolutely gorgeous. Bloody gorgeous, isn't it, Josh? Uh-huh. If anyone can tell me what kind of spider this is, because she's definitely not a redback. A bit of water here, but it used to be snow, not anymore. It's all just slush, and everyone is all wishing that it was snow. But yeah, no, at least I brought my booties with me.
No, I got wet socks.
Oh, you have wet socks now? Oh, nice.
I'm gonna fall into the water.
Well, at least I'm going first, and then you can tell which rocks work and which ones don't. All right, we made it to the top. It's probably a bit too windy for the drone, but that's all right. How are you feeling, Josh?
Great.
That's good. Wet socks?
Wet socks and a wet back, but that's all right.
Yeah. How about you, Sarah?
I'm good.
That's good. Alright, so I ripped up my pants a little bit, but I'm just doing a little bit of bush mechanics, trying to fix it up. Oh, so there's one. Alright, that's good enough. Did you go with a hike, Zach?
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy work.
Light work?
Light work.
I'm going to throw this rock and see how far it goes. Honestly, we're heading back now, but it was definitely a good hike and everyone loved it. So I have overtaken everybody. You know, I'm still walking down, but obviously the fastest because I'm not sure where everyone else is going now. It was definitely a good hike. It's definitely a must do. There's quite a bit of rock crawling in that one involved, but it was definitely a good day for sure. And we'll definitely have to get done a lot more hikes in Tassie. Now, there's actually quite a few waterfalls in this area. And there's also quite a few mountains as well. As you would have seen when I was up there, there's a place called the Walls of Jerusalem. That's inside the Great Lakes area. So there's definitely quite a few mountains that you can explore in that area. You could literally stay there for so many weeks just exploring it, and like you still wouldn't get all the places done. So there's definitely a lot to see in Tassie. Probably one of the best waterfalls near Launceston and around here is called Liffey Falls, or I'm not sure how you even pronounce it, Liffey maybe. All I know is that I'll definitely have to go there at some point and check her out. Probably about halfway back down again. The walk's about a 6k return. It's not the worst, it's not the best, and there's definitely a great view up the top. And as you would have seen, there was quite a bit of water, which means that there used to be snow up there. We did recently actually have a bunch of snow, which is honestly crazy because it's meant to be spring at the minute. It's meant to be boiling hot. We only get like warm days once a week or so, and then it's back to the cold again. But no, Tassie is definitely a good spot for sure. I could definitely see myself moving here if I ever did have the chance. Got a lot more to explore before I settle down just yet. It's interesting seeing all this moss everywhere. You definitely wouldn't get places like this in Western Australia. Everything is just so dry over there. I mean, Albany is probably the coldest spot that you've got over there. Man, I can't believe that I ripped my pants. Yeah, this actually worked. Just tying it up like that. Literally bulletproof, mate. I actually like these pants a lot. It's definitely annoying that it's ripped up like that. I'll have to get into a bit of sewing at some point, I reckon. I figured since we're in Tassie, warm days like this don't stay open for a very long time. So we're actually going to hook up the kayak and we'll test out that little kayak trailer that we made a couple of weeks ago. And we'll head off to the river and we'll get to a bit of kayaking. If I drive slow enough, it will definitely stay on there, and I'll just keep an eye on it and it should be pretty right. Nice and glassy, if anything, mate. I will take the kayak out for a little bit of a spin. I'm not sure how much I will be videoing of that, obviously, since it's on a kayak, it's on the water. I've actually got this really old GoPro, and I actually bought this when I was like roughly 14 or so. I'm not sure if it still works or not, but we're gonna give it a shot either way. It probably won't even work. I'm not sure how I'll get the video from here onto the phone as well, so it'll be quite interesting. It does actually turn on, if you can see that, so it was a good start. Literally forgot about this thing for so long. Mate, have a look at that. Look at that style, mate. How cool is that? And I'll throw the hat back in the river. I mean in the car, not in the river. All right, so that thing is playing. And hopefully I can actually like bring the content from the GoPro to the camera. May be a little bit hard to do that, but hopefully we can get it done. I will be taking my phone with me as well, and I'll just chuck it in a waterproof case. If I've got my phone, I can still get a bit of content done if this GoPro doesn't decide to work. It is playing at the minute and I have checked it, so we'll chuck the kayak in and hopefully we go well. It may be a bit blurry since it is in like a cover. I will try and video as much as I can. Alright, so we're on the water. Bloody cold in there today, so I wouldn't even want to fall in and I wouldn't even want to go for a swim. And that is saying something because I love taking cold dips. Anyway, the weather is not bad at all today. Like, have a look at the river, it's so glassy at the minute, mate. I'm getting taken by the current at the minute, so I'll probably have to move over soon. Have a look at that, mate. You can see the bloody floor. How clear is it today, mate? Wow. Hopefully you can still like hear me as well. Like, I don't know if anyone can actually hear me at the minute when I'm trying to speak, but yeah, I guess we'll find out once I'm back at the old farm, I guess. So I've taken my phone out of the case for a little bit of time. Just so that you can actually hear me talking for a bit. It's actually like a really nice river, you know, like apparently during the summer, this water here apparently gets like very crystal clear. Hopefully we don't tip over, but it might be a nice little ice bath if we do. Yeah, next time we'll take the kayak from the rapids all the way off to the farm. Wow, you can see the bloody floor again. Yeah, no, during the summer, some of the time you have to walk some of this because it's so shallow. But, mate, I could literally stand in this if I wanted to. In some areas it's very deep and in some areas it's not deep at all. Honestly, it wouldn't be a bad day for a swim actually. But it was pretty cold when I first started up on the farm, but now that sun's shining, you can catch trout in here at times as well, if the season's right. And apparently there's a bunch of eels in here too. Mate, this is actually making me sweat. Like, it's only like 15 degrees today, but mate, there's no ozone layer in Tassie, so it makes it a little bit worse. Keep them paddling all the way off to the rapids, mate. You can tell that the water's starting to like push me in like the wrong direction. Oh, mate, it's bloody freezing in here. But you can see these rapids over here. It does actually start right there. We will actually go kayaking there. It'll be too hard to try and push against them. Well, look, during the summer, this water will still be the same temperature, but it'll be a bit better to swim in. As you've seen before, I have taken cold plunges before. This one's just icy, mate. Seeing as you said it, and we'll probably dry up quite fast anyway, may as well get it done. And have a look how clear that water is. Obviously, I'm not fully Scottish, but anytime a Scotsman sees a little bit of water and it's a little bit colder than usual and nobody else is swimming, we just have to dive in there, you know. Oh, mate. Bloody hell. Oh, that current is strong. I cannot swim with that current. You just get sent going that way pretty much. Anyway, we've done the dip. Yeah, mate, that was actually pretty cold. I reckon that's the coldest water I've felt in Tassie so far, and I've been swimming quite a few times, obviously. At least once the summer comes, it will be a bit better. Sun's gone now because the clouds are back, unfortunately, so it may take a little bit more time for me to dry off. At least we're out here living the absolute dream anyway. Going kayaking in the middle of nowhere. And honestly, this spot would be like a nice little picnic area, you know? I reckon at some point I will actually have to camp here. This is like a nice little flat bed kind of area. There is a house over there, but I don't think they'd really care. Today would be a nice day for it. I will actually go as far as I can. I probably won't even get across that corner because it does actually start to get pretty strong. And you could definitely tell when I was swimming as well, I was actually getting sent that way. Oh, I can feel that sickness coming back. Probably shouldn't have gone swimming when I'm sick. Yeah, no, that's all right. Hopefully we dry off soon and we'll have a nice shower once we get back. Anyway, that's Tassie for you. Sometimes it's very nice and warm and good weather, and sometimes it's like this. But now that we're cold, we'll take on the rapids. We'll see how far we can actually get. Yeah, hopefully we don't like fall in or anything. I don't understand why it's so bloody cold now. What's happening? Oh, we're still on the floor. Right, we've made it. Making good timing. Oh, this is gonna be really hard to like turn. Like if we get stuck in these rapids, oh mate, I don't think I'm gonna make it up that. No, this is pushing us into the bank, mate. Hopefully the GoPro gets this. Oh, that is strong. Well, what a bloody workout and a half, this one. No, we're not making that. Hey, come on, baby. Come on, mate. This isn't even a big bloody rapid yet. Like, there's literally no way that you can do that. Bloody get the dog. Oh, no. Ah! We're not bloody going anywhere, mate. What a bloody workout and a half that is. Nah, we're done. Are we headed for somewhere, have we? No, we haven't. You literally cannot make that with a bloody kayak. Mate, that is sending us back. Have a look how strong that is, mate. I was going crazy at it, but you just can't get past the end of that. Whew, man, that would send you pretty darn fast the other way. If I was going all the way from that gorge all the way down here, I'd pretty much just float the whole way back. At least I'm warm and at least I didn't fall in. Wouldn't want to be doing this on a rainy and rough day because you wouldn't be able to get anywhere. Like last week when it was flowing that fast, I wouldn't have even been able to push. It was going pretty fast last week, especially when I was going fishing, as you would have seen. Man, I am puffed out. Like we're just floating past where I was before. Still floating down the river. Probably don't even have to paddle your way back. Just making the front of the boat actually go the right way as well. We're not even paddling and just getting sent the correct way. If I had like a rope or something like that, flung it onto a rock and pull myself across those rapids, that would work. I'm still pretty cold if anything. Mate, what a week it has been. I'm just eating a little bit of plain bread at the minute. It's just like really random. But this week was definitely a fun one. Taking on the rapids, going hiking up Quamby Bluff. Now there's actually a really dark past about Quamby Bluff. There was actually a real big massacre there back in the 1800s. About 100 people were actually killed on that mountain. So if you're into your kind of history stuff, make sure to go search it up. There's definitely a deep secret behind that mountain. But there was definitely a good view up there, and I would definitely have to go there again at some point. And we had a bit of fun throwing some rocks off the mountain as well. I'm not really sure if that's a bad thing to do that or not. Men just love throwing rocks off the mountains and into water and all that other stuff, so I don't see anything bad behind it. And it was so good that that GoPro got some content as well. I literally forgot about that thing for so long. I've actually always had that GoPro with me whenever I've actually been traveling. Even when I first had that Mazda BT50, I still actually had the GoPro hidden in there somewhere. And I literally just forgot about it for so long. And as you would have seen up the top there, whenever the GoPro was on, it was saying that it was back in 2019, but that was literally like 6 years ago, man. The GoPro still works after not being turned on for 6 years. I feel the bits may have been a bit blurry, but it still works better. And let me know in the comments if you want me to use that GoPro more often. It does include more editing, but I'm pretty happy with this video. We got quite a bit of drone footage done and the GoPro footage as well. Mate, things are looking up. Now stay keen for next week. If you've been watching for a couple months, everyone knows that I've been on this farm for a while, and there's this massive bonfire that I've been trying to get started for a very long time, and next week we're finally starting her up. I'm not sure how much of that I will actually be videoing, but that will be in next week's video. So if you want to see a massive bonfire, make sure to stay tuned for next week. I kid you not, it's pretty massive. Now I'm going to end the video right here, but like always, God bless, and I'll see you all next time.